Hi guys, Dr. Brandon here. Let's talk about the immune system again, and I'm going to keep talking about the immune system because there is a growing concern out there that somehow, for some reason, our natural immune system, the same one we've had as a species for tens of thousands of years, is now too weak and too fragile to be able to protect us without synthetic intervention. And I'm here to say that is not true. Our immune systems are strong and stronger than you might realize. A healthy immune system can kill most of the bacteria and viruses and bugs that are out there and the germs that are out there, including COVID-19, the coronavirus. A healthy immune system will kill it. I mean, it will eat it for breakfast. It's just an average immune system is enough to kill COVID-19. Just looking at the statistics, I mean, here in Australia, it's something like 99% have recovered without any problems. So the vast majority, as long as you've got an average working immune system. And when I say a healthy working immune system can eat it for breakfast, I was being literal. I mean, our macrophages in our white blood cells can break apart the membrane of the virus and feast on the insides, literally eat and digest the virus. So yeah, it eats it. And we make macrophages, and it's in response to pathogens that come into our body. So the more bacteria viruses we're exposed to, the more we'll make those when we need them. It's self-regulating, as long as we look after it, as long as we look after our immune system. So how do we keep looking after our immune system as best we can and natural as we can? One of the things, so this is what the talk is all about. So today's talk, we'll talk about vitamin D and how a deficiency in vitamin D can make your immune system more vulnerable to bacteria and viruses that are out there. And strengthening that can strengthen up the immune system. They did a study out back in 2016 at a nursing home where they took 100 elderly people who had lung conditions, known lung conditions. They split it off to two groups. One group they gave high dose vitamin D, and another group they gave low dose vitamin D, and they compared the two after, I think it was after 12 months. And the average age of these people were 84. So after 12 months, the group that had the high dose vitamin D had a 40% reduction in lung diseases and conditions and pneumonia than the lower dose of vitamin D. So it's just showing that vitamin D, but plenty of vitamin D is fantastic for our immune system, can help. So that's just one study that's out there. There's heaps of them. So diseases that have been linked with a lack of vitamin D, we've got macular degeneration, lupus, multiple sclerosis has been linked to low vitamin D levels. Chronic heart diseases have been shown, and immune compromising or immune system deficiencies, which can then lead to a whole host of issues. So how do we get lots of vitamin D? How do we get enough? Because so many of us are, even in Australia, so many of us are lacking, quite possibly because we're inside for so much of the day, including the middle of the day. A lot of people are inside. So that's when we can get most of our vitamin D naturally, which is from the sun. So the easiest way and the most natural way is to get it from the full exposure to the sun. So that's not with clothing, that's with full skin touching the sunlight, and not through glass either. It has to be in the open. And we need, roughly, the rough rule is 40% of our body, so arms and legs for example, exposed to full sun in the middle of the day, which is when the UVB rays are at their strongest, and for about 10 minutes, somewhere around there. Now gauge it appropriately, but because we don't want to burn ourselves, because you are getting UVA rays and that can cause damage. But yeah, sensible sun exposure is fantastic. Great way to get vitamin D. If you can't do it like that, or if it's difficult for you to get out inside in the middle of the day, you can take vitamin D supplements. Vitamin D3 is the one that we're looking for. So you can get them at health shops, chemists, probably even supermarkets. So plenty of places to get vitamin D. You get trace amounts in food, but the majority is either you supplement it or you get it from the sun. So hopefully that helps. Any questions about that or anything else to do with the immune system, come on in, have a chat. Love to do that. Otherwise, see you soon.